Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, everybody. My name is Chrissy, and this afternoon I'll be bringing you a prediction reading for the 11th of October. Now, I am here with Sprocket. Sophie's asleep in the other room. They're pretty tired. I've been out pulling some weeds today. It's sunny again here today. Yay! I'm loving this spring weather, I tell you. I hope everybody's going well out there. If you are new, please subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below. You know that I love hearing from you guys. I might take a day or two to get back to you, but I always try and get back to everybody. So I'll close my eyes, we'll get started, and we'll just see what comes up. Oh God, I'm getting the madness begins. Oh my goodness. They're showing me the madness. They're just showing me people scurrying around like little ants. It's almost showing me like a very busy street in Japan or China where there's like zillions of people just crossing the street and running around like headless chooks. That's what I'm getting. The madness begins. And this could be globally, not just in those countries, but I'm just getting that image of people just dashing all across the roads and the streets. And I guess you could say it's that headless chook energy where nobody knows where they're going and what they're doing and where they're heading, even if they are a headless chook. But that's the energy I'm getting at the moment for most people now. I talked about the energy of the financial crisis and like Christmas coming. It's causing things to rise up, but not in a good way. It's causing people to rise up into their pain body, like anger, fears, all this kind of stuff. So that's why we're getting this like headless chook. It's almost like an ADHD energy, hypervigilant energy. So I'm definitely getting now that's going to start to happen. There's this chaotic energy. As much as people are trying to enjoy things and get things kind of back to normal and get together with people and organise a lot of things, it's still very rushed. And I think we can all probably agree with that here, that it's all very rushed. All the Christmas things are out in the shops. We've got, actually, I just went into, we've got one of those cheapy shops here. I think it's called Smart Dollar or Go Dollar or something. And they've got all the Halloween stuff out, like masses of Halloween stuff. I'm sure this is happening where you guys are. I know America and Canada, you guys are really big on that, aren't you, over there? And look, it is a bit of fun. But, you know, you sort of want to get through one thing and then move on to the next. But on one side of the shop, they've got all the Halloween stuff. And now they're putting out all the Christmas stuff. So it's like one thing's just blending straight into the next. It's like you're not getting over one thing and then moving into the next. It's like everyone's just getting bombarded. And look, that's just a visual example of it. But this is how people are feeling. I can even feel as I'm talking, I'm getting that breathlessness, like where I'm breathing too shallow. And so this is why, probably for you guys watching my channel, it's really crucial that we work on practicing calming that mind and body and breathing and staying in the now and bringing our thoughts back and not getting overwhelmed, because we have got the techniques and the tools, kind of is what the guides are saying, to kind of slow our lives down. And that's how we navigate this craziness, the headless chook energy. So that's what's happening at the moment. People are feeling like they're running around like headless chooks. Gosh, and it hasn't even begun the Christmas rush yet, has it? Oh my goodness, and people are already feeling like that. But I do believe that's definitely would be the financial crisis that's causing that to cause people to get that. It's like a panicky energy. Let's see where else we go today. God, they're showing me London. Oh, they're showing me London and they're showing me double-decker buses. Now, I know you guys have a lot of like red double-decker buses, don't you, over there? When I think of double-decker buses, I think of London and like your tourism. I know you actually use them for normal transport, don't you? But I know you have like tour guides that take people around and show them all the sights of like London and England and these kind of places. And they're showing me it's like that Harry Potter. For anyone who's seen Harry Potter, when he's rushing on the double-decker bus, I think it's actually through London, actually, and the bus has to squeeze in this little gap and it goes and squeezes down and then shoots through. Well, that's what I'm getting for these people in London. They're being squeezed down now like the Harry Potter. I'm not sure which movie that was from, but it's where the bus squeezes in really tight and goes through vehicles and all sorts of things. That's the image I'm getting for the people in London. You are being squeezed to the point that you're going to be squeezed through little gaps. And I would say this is financially. We know that Liz Truss hasn't got off on the best start. She hasn't had the best start, but I'm getting that you people over there, this would be the UK as well, because we do talk about Ireland a lot here and different areas in this region too. Wales for you, Louise, they're putting the squeeze on, so it's like they're squeezing that. I'm getting that bus in Harry Potter, that's the double-decker bus being like squeezed and pushed through. That's what I'm getting. So I'm guessing that the image and the visual that they're giving us is that the people are being squeezed, probably I would say of every cent, or it would also be in every aspect of their life. It's just getting crazy now. So I'm getting the double-decker bus is being squeezed. We know that it is. Oh, and when you think about that bus on Harry Potter, it's moving so fast through the traffic. It's like insane, isn't it? And then I think a little old lady stops to cross the road and the brakes get slammed on and the bus is like, ah, and I think Harry's face pushes against the windscreen. This is the kind of image I'm getting. There's this like just this madness energy. All right, that's for London, UK, England, these areas. Let me see where else we go today. Yeah, I'm getting Europe. I'm getting Europe's really advancing with its technology and with it's definitely this renewables. You're getting hit hard. You're getting pushed hard. You're getting hit hard. These areas are... Well, we know, and I keep saying it here, these global elites, the race is on. We know the race is on to be the top performer. It's almost like, you know what it reminds me of? It's like all these elite global leaders, we know how competitive they are. I always say it here, they're trying to climb to the top of the ladder and using their elbows, like Elbow does, to push all these other leaders off. But this is what I'm getting about Europe. They really want to be at the top of all this, at the top of their game. That they really want to be seen as these incredible places that are making a huge difference to the globe, to the world. They really want to be identified as ahead of their time. That's what I'm getting for these European areas. Hang on a sec. Because this comes back to feeling empowered. They need to feel empowered as leaders. God, we know how competitive they are. It drives you crazy, doesn't it? So they're getting all snappy, trying to get it out and look at us and look how wonderful we're doing and we're saving our planet. Of course, they're using the same old narratives. They're saving the planet, doing this wonderful job. Meanwhile, like the guides are saying, and not to forget filling up their pockets. So their little money bags, they're taking their little bits of cash and they're stuffing it all in their money bags. So we know there's some big money to be made now. God, if you look at the companies around, just saying, the renewables, energy, all of that. I told you about all the ads we've been getting here with Ampol, BHP, all the big companies. BlackRock appeared on the TV the other night discussing the economy, yes, in Australia, with all BlackRock written on the wall behind, telling us how to run our economy. So this is interesting. So we've got all these big corporate people competing now to be the best of the best of the best. Makes you sick, doesn't it? So I'm getting that for Europe. That's what's happening in Europe. You're ahead of the times. You're on the map when it comes to renewables. Let's see where else we go today. We're getting another badge for our biker, our Braveheart biker jackets. They're giving me, but this isn't a patch. This is actually a badge. It's a badge. It's almost like a medal. It's kind of like they're pinning a medal on us. So this is more of a like something we've really earned, like a medal. And you know what it is? It's a medal of. And this is going to sound really weird, but I have to tell you, it's a medal of silence. Because sometimes, and this is what the guides are saying, is that less is more. The less that we speak and the less that we say, the more other people are going to start to see this stuff. Because they looked at us as though we were crazy people, like I say, the tin hats, conspiracy theorists, the, what do you call it, the flat earthers, you name it. I think we've pretty much had... oh my God. Anyway, the list could go on forever. Leave some down below if you've got any new ones we can use, because I'm sure you've all experienced some of these lovely names we would call. Oh, anti-vaxxers, that's another one. You name it. And, you know, I know you're not all anti-vaxxers here. Some have had mandates and injuries as well. I get it. But this is what we're getting. We're getting the medal of silence, meaning it's almost like the guides. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched Get Smart. It was a show back in the 60s. Get a lot of 60s show here, guys. You might want to YouTube it and look it up. And it had, I think it was Agent 99 and I can't remember his name, the Get Smart guy. But they had this cone of silence where he could talk to his boss and the two cones would come down over their heads and it was like a cone of silence. They could talk in there and there was like a tube or something running to the other cone and no one else outside could hear it. So this is what I'm getting for us. It's like we're in this cone of silence and we're now getting this as a badge of honor. It's like being awarded to us that it's like, and it's funny, it's showing me it's on gold as well. Interesting. But we're getting this silence. So silence is more, it's like when someone is attacking you, it's always good advice to not react. We talk about that a lot here as well, because when you don't answer, it leaves that person wearing it. So this is why we're getting awarded now like the Medal of Silence, meaning we can take that step back now and be silent. We've done our job. We have done what we came to do. We came to fight for freedom. These are the things that we've had to do over the past few years. We've had to stand up in our truth. We've had to find our inner strength, even when we were being ridiculed, vilified, sacked from our jobs, you name it. It all happened to us in the last 3 years. And now we're getting awarded with the Medal of Silence, which means that we can go into the cone of silence and we can talk here like a lot of us here communicate, and there's this cone of silence that we don't have to be talking to people out there about any of this anymore, because the guides are saying that they're going to wake up. They're going to wake up at their own pace. It's going to happen because we know what the truth is here on my channel. We know what the truth is. We don't have to tell people what it is anymore because they're going to find it out. It might not be today. It might be in 2 months. It might be in 6 months. It might be in a year, but they're going to find it out. Now, I shot a video with my sister called, it's probably about 6 or 7 videos ago. If you want to go and check that out, it's called Karma with Karen. Yes, my sister is a Karen, but it's just a great video because she's very good at understanding how karma works. And I don't mean karma is all negative in that, but what it's saying is these people will experience the things that we've been through. So I think that's probably worth going back and watching, because you're not sending people bad energy, but you're just hoping that one day people understand the things that we have experienced. So now we've actually allowed, and the guides are actually saying it's good to be silenced because there's strength in silence. Because the less you say, the more it says. And I know that sounds really weird, but if you go and look at someone like Eckhart Tolle, for example, he's very silent. He's very silent and like non-judging, and he just assesses situations. So now it's like we're being given that permission now to just step back and be silent. We've been heard. There's nothing more we can say. There's not a lot more we can do. All we can do is get on with our journey and live our best life and keep moving forward. And that's what I keep saying to you. And that's the guidance from the guides. We've now got our new awarded Medal of Silence. And it's like being in the cone of silence that only we can communicate like with each other. And that's sort of healthy and that's fine. But now we have to leave these people to it. I'll just see what else we get today. So yes, we're getting a very full biker jacket, aren't we? We're getting a lot of awards and patches. Hang on, let's see where else we go today. And they're saying, like, don't underestimate the people waking up. I know on this channel it's very hard to believe that people waking up are even getting this. I have that struggle myself. I think, oh my God, people are never going to see this. But the guide said they are. Don't underestimate it, because people are doing a bit of research. People are starting to understand. And don't forget, the guides are saying that the cost of living is going up, 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 up. It's not going up, 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 and down again and dropping. Is going up, 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 up. and it's taking people down to, as we know, the road to nowhere. It's taking people down and ripping out the carpet from under them. And when you fall over, it gives you a rude shock. So that's why we can't underestimate these people waking up. We have to have that hope and just know in our silence that these things are unfolding. Hang on a second. Let me see if there's something else today. God, I'm still getting England. England's bouncing back now, like it is. As much as you're going through a total economic crisis and you've got Liz Truss, people are coming back from the grief now. So they've gone through the Queen's grief and loss and how it affected that society so much. We know that it did. But people are starting to come back into their strength now. See, grief can be a good thing. And everybody goes grief. It takes different times for people to move through grief. Some people move through it quickly. Some people don't process it all and they suppress it. Everybody's different. But I am feeling there's this moving through the grief now because people are starting to be hit with their reality, and that's waking a lot of people up because reality is coming very hard and fast in England. You only need, like I said, this morning's video to watch Liz Truss. Oh my goodness. It's just not good. Hang on a second. Just let me see if there's something to close with today. Oh, they're saying these global elites are so cunning. Ugh. They're so cunning. You know what it's showing me? It's showing me, the other day we were talking about the wacky races and we were talking about Dick Dastardly and how he sabotages. This is an old cartoon from years ago. If no one's seen that, maybe Google it. I mean, YouTube search that. And it's this Dick Dastardly used to sabotage everybody else's race. Well, this is what these elite leaders are like now. They're sabotaging things for the little people. So it's almost showing me them turning the detour signs and making people go down the wrong road when they should be going down this road, and then they're putting like oil slicks on the road so people's cars are spinning and then it's forcing them to go in another direction, or they're rolling off the road. So this is currently what our global leaders are doing. They're sabotaging the little people, which we've always known that here, and that's the image I'm getting. They're trying to get people to take a wrong turn, and they're very good at doing that. We know that they are. Not you guys, if you're on my channel, because we know and sense and have a knowing that that detour sign isn't meant to be there, and then we'll just keep going on our path, on our straight and narrow path, and we don't take much notice of the government signs and things they're putting in front of us, such as oil slicks and this kind of stuff. So we're still going along. I think I said we were like Penelope pit stop the other day, and we're just going along with our scarves blowing in the wind, and meanwhile everybody else is helping us and the things are just like the chaos is falling around us, but we're still just driving through on our path. And that's the image I'm going to leave you with today. Penelope pit stop, still in the race, the wacky races. God, it is a wacky race, isn't it? Hang on a sec. Oh, honestly, it's madness. What we're going through is absolute madness. It is. I can't believe our lives, this is even happening. All right, look, I'm going to leave you with that today. It's just too overwhelming to even think about sometimes. I'll say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everybody. Sorry about my dog snoring over here. Please have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to go out and enjoy the sunshine. I'll say goodbye from Australia. Hit the like buttons, comment down below. Oh, let me know if you got any other names for us unvaccinated tin hat flat earthers, because I do find it very funny. And let's just keep being silent and see what evolves, because I think that is what's happening now. We've stepped away and we don't need to speak up anymore. Like I said, they're not our fights anymore. So bye everybody, have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll talk to you soon.